All right, so I'm talking about those personal relationships that you're having, those 5 closest relationships. And so what I want to hone in on is that one special someone in your life that is, it's a significant other, it's a best friend, a spouse, a partner, whatever, however you want to label that individual. And what I want to say, number one, is whether you're single and totally happy with that, or you're in a relationship and totally happy with that, you cannot look at the other side and think that it's greener, right? So if, let's say you're married and you're like, oh, I'd make all these different moves and these different ambitions if I didn't have this other person, right? Because that's not true. You know that for single people, they look at you and say the exact opposite. Hey, if I had the special someone that was there to support me and love me, then I would be doing different moves as well. And so you definitely want to live in a world of realism of where you are and understand what that relationship means to you. And so sometimes I think what happens for a lot of people is they look at this relationship and they think to themselves, it's not where I thought it would be. They're not giving me this kind of support that I thought I'd be getting. Or I feel like I'm just not complete. I feel like I'm lonely in this pursuit of happiness or in this pursuit of success or this plan of attack. I don't feel fully complete. I don't feel myself. And so it could feel a little bit empty. Even though you're pursuing what you want to be pursuing, you might feel like you're up against stuff. And the weight of the world might be coming upon you a little bit, and you might feel like you'd like someone to be able to share that path with, or you might find yourself, unfortunately, on the breakup of that relationship, and finding yourself wanting to pick up the pieces of that. And so, in this scenario, I definitely would encourage people to live in a world of and, the abundance of the word and, not at the tyranny of or. So I'll give you an example. People will often say, well, if I was single, then I would be more successful. No, why can't you be single and successful? Or they'll say, if I was in a relationship, then I would be more successful. Why can't you be, or they'll say, I can only be successful and have this great work life, but I can't have family life as well. It's one or the other. Not true. You can have great work and great success in your career, and you can also have family. So use that word and, not or. And get your mind thinking about the abundance that you can have in your life instead of segregating and thinking that you cannot have those things, that they're almost polar opposites of each other. Sometimes I find it interesting too, is that when you are achieving success, let's say in career, and people might see you at different events, and it seems like you're burning the candle on both ends, like you're at every meeting in the morning, you're at every meeting at night, it seems like you're working really hard as well. So they almost assume that you're not having a good family life. It's easy to make quick judgments when you don't see the context. If I see someone at one meeting once every 2 weeks, do I have a glimpse into their world? Not at all. So pull back that judgment, pull back that reservation to judge their life. We can have everything. Think in the abundance of the word and not the tyranny of or. Sherm's out.